We are officially 6 days away from the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and with that, we know we're gonna get more Mario Kart news. If you don't know already, as we're counting down the last few days until this Direct, we'll be predicting what we can see in this new Mario Kart. And today we're probably gonna have the longest video in this entire little mini-series I'm doing. Today, we're gonna talk about what will they do with the retro tracks. I just want to say I think we are going to get retro tracks, and the people who don't want them, I don't get you. Like, you're seriously going to tell me you're tired of retro tracks appearing after the Booster Course Pass when half of that DLC was full of tour and Wii courses? We got 3 GameCube tracks from that DLC. 3! And they were already remade in different games. There are still a lot of courses out there that still haven't been remade, and honestly really do deserve a remake. And I don't want to sound like an ass or anything, but if you seriously don't want retro courses just because we got so many in the Booster Course Pass, when once again, half of those were Wii and Tour courses, you're kinda dumb. And another thing I think sounds dumb is people thinking we're not gonna get retro courses just because we have 24 players. Retro courses come back for a reason, so Nintendo revamps them so it can fit the current game it's being brought to. So Nintendo would obviously just revamp the courses to fit 24 players. Anyway, let's start with some of the predictions, and I'm just gonna predict 4 cups like the usual: the shell, the banana, the leaf, and the lightning. I'm gonna try to play it really safe here because I have no idea how many tracks we're gonna add, but let's just start with the basic 4 cups, starting with... The Shell Cup is supposed to be a simple starter cup for newcomers, and what better way to start it off than 3DS Daisy Hills? No, this is not my Daisy bias, not at all. I like this track. It's calm, it's pretty, it has some really charming music, it has goats in it, freaking goats in it. I want this track in the newest game because Mario Kart Tour did not do it justice. Next, we have Wii Luigi Circuit. There's a really small amount of Wii courses that still haven't been remade, and I wouldn't mind seeing this track get a remake. The music is iconic, and it has that giant Luigi statue that you can ruin with a Mii head. They better bring that back. Next up, GBA Yoshi Desert. This track is an example of me not wanting Nintendo to take inspiration from Tour to make this retro track into the newer game. I want them to start completely over and think of something pretty crazy. And finally, DS Delfino Square. Now hear me out. I know I said there was a lot of tracks that really deserve a remake in the newer game, and they do, but they've also remade a lot of the good tracks and it leaves out some of the mediocre ones, and we can't just have this game have all the leftovers. So bringing back a few of the already remade tracks wouldn't hurt that badly. And who hates this track? Next is the Banana Cup with N64 Mario Raceway. Normally, in these set of cups, we have a Mario circuit at least once show up. But since the Booster Course Pass brought so many, including the DS Mario circuit, I think it's time this one shows up again. Another selection of tracks I see show up at least once in every set of retro tracks are SNES tracks, and for the one singular SNES track, I'm gonna pick Koopa Beach 2. Koopa Beach 2. That's all I have to say. Next up is Broken Pier. The name Broken Pier alone really serves a lot of potential for what Nintendo could do to this retro course. I like to see a lot of cool stuff added to this and be completely revamped just like any other GBA course. And finally, this is on everyone's prediction and wish list, Wii Toad's Factory, and for a reason. Out of all the Wii courses that haven't been remade, this is the one that makes the least amount of sense for not being remade already. I mean, it's a fan favorite and a pretty good track. It is a Mushroom Cup track, but wow, it really doesn't seem like one. With 24 players and a new possible gimmick that we have no idea about, they could turn this little Mushroom Cup track into an intense, big race. We're kicking off the Leaf Cup with GBA Lakeside Park. I do not want the tour version of this track to be the one in this new Mario Kart. I want them to, once again, start from complete scratch. And I specifically want this track to be built with you driving inside a volcano. Next up, we're bringing back Mario Kart 8 Wild Woods, because I honestly have no idea if anti-gravity is gonna be back, or if they're even gonna bring back Mario Kart 8 tracks as retro tracks. But if there was one I would take out of the entire base game, it would be this one. A track nearly perfect for 24 players is GCN Wario Coliseum, the gigantic cage track that is so long, it's 2 whole laps long. And to end off the Leaf Cup really nicely, we have 3DS Woohoo Mountain Loop, the gigantic section track with a gigantic glider section. We're starting off the Lightning Cup with DS Airship Fortress, and once again, keep the original and not the Mario Kart Tour version, because the Mario Kart Tour version fills the entire course with lava, and I do not know how you fuck up that bad, but oh my gosh, it's so ugly. Next is GCN Mushroom City. This track has never been remade, and it has multiple paths you can take, just like a real city. Can you guess what I'm about to say? This would fit 24 players. Next is N64 Bowser's Castle. Out of all the Bowser's Castles, besides maybe the DS one, this is the one I want to see come back the most. It's so spooky and sinister. It fits better for Bowser's Castle rather than something super big and intense, say like Mario Kart 8's Bowser's Castle. And to end off the retro selection, this kinda is cheating, but whatever. I honestly don't know whether it be between GCN Rainbow Road or DS Rainbow Road. So I'm putting both of them here and just keeping them here because I don't know which one could make it. They both seem pretty likely. And in my opinion, I really do not want GBA Rainbow Road. And those were my predictions. What do you think? Were they straight buns? Or do they seem pretty accurate? And what do you think could be a possible retro track in the new Mario Kart? We're starting off the Lightning Cup with and to end off the Leaf Cup with a nice touch, 3DS Woohoo Mountain Loop, the gigantic section track. Smoke detector.